Many people know one story about the end of the Western Zhou. They know the tale of the fire beacons. A king lit the warnings to amuse his consort. Lords came with their armies ready for war. They found no enemy, only laughter. When danger finally came, the fires were lit once more. But no one answered. It is a good story. Easy to remember. It blames a great fall on one man's folly. But that fire was only the final second of a much longer play. Western Zhou did not fall in one night, nor by a single trick, or a single king. It was a slow erosion across generations. Subtle shifts in how kings ruled and what their power meant set it in motion. Step by step, substance became ceremony. To understand the end, we must return to the beginning of the end. When kings were mighty, but the seed of decline had sprouted. The turning point had passed. Under King Mu, kingship left the battlefield for the altar. Zhou still looked strong, its influence vast, yet something fundamental shifted. Before, the king was a warrior and a commander. He personally led the armies and punished disobedient lords. He was the apex of military and political power, but in Mu's time, campaigns grew harder to mount. The king remained the son of heaven, wrapped in awe and robes, yet his personal army shrank. Prestige, touring and spectacle began standing in for force. This was not a personal failure, it was a budget line. The crown could no longer afford big wars. Lords controlled men and money. To fight, the king now needed his vassals, more asking than ordering. Power drifted from action to image, setting the stage for all that followed. The dynasty's greatest success, and deadliest structure, was feudalism. At first it solved real problems: distance, cost, and speed. Lords defended borders, supplied armies, and paid tribute. Power radiated outward. The king sat at the center. Over time, the system inverted itself. Blood ties thinned across generations. Lords built administrations, collected taxes, raised armies. Wealth and men stayed local. Lords became semi-independent, mini-kings. They allied, annexed, and fought on their own. Toward the king, respect remained, but often only in form. The tool to project royal power created rival power centers. The world was governed by lords. The king governed a name. Not rebellion against Zhou, just power calculations. As lords grew stronger, the king's role changed again. No longer a supreme commander with absolute orders. He became a mediator, a referee of quarrels. He interpreted laws and upheld rights, the source of legitimacy. His approval carried weight when asked for. But that power was passive. It depended on others coming to court. If a strong lord moved alone, little could stop him. Court became negotiation, not command. The king balanced factions and clans with persuasion and tradition, often without the force to back it. He mattered most when his name could be used as a tool by others. He reacted, they set the agenda. The crown was revered, but the head wearing it was sidelined. Royal power shifted from active to passive. In this fragile system, a ruler who misread limits could wreck it. King Li did. Seeing the treasury thin and lords grow rich, he seized control of resources, monopolies on forests, rivers, marshes. He stripped livelihoods from nobles and commoners alike. Criticism rose. He answered with repression and fear. Blocking mouths, he claimed, brought silence. A minister warned, blocking a river is worse than guiding it. In 841 BCE, the Goran, the capital's own people, rose. Not lords, not foreign raider citizens. Oppression met a single violent voice. The dam burst. King Li fled into exile. He never returned. Royal mystique shattered in public view. From that moment, the throne's invincibility was gone. What followed revealed a deeper truth. For 14 years, there was no king. The dukes of Zhou and Shao ruled together, the Gonghe regency, rituals held, government ran, life went on. The king became an institution separable from a person. It proved a committee could run the center. Then, the heir took the throne. King Xuan. He rebuilt armies and campaigned at the frontiers. Victories came, prestige rose, but structure beat momentum. Lords kept land, wealth, soldiers. The court's finances remained weak. Dependence persisted. Late defeats and missteps exposed limits. The revival slowed the bleeding. It did not cure the disease. King Yu inherited a hollow kingship, grand titles and ancient rituals, without muscle, money, or sway. He did not destroy Western Zhou. He presided over its collapse. The beacons were lit for Bao Si. She finally laughed. Humiliated, the lords turned away. When real war came, the beacons flared again. And no one came. The capital fell. King Yu died. Western Zhou ended. The court fled east, beginning Eastern Zhou. Royal authority was broken. States moved on their own. The beacons exposed the truth. The king's call was a request, not a command. Power had been hollowed layer by layer. When the signal fires finally burned, the fire inside had already consumed the house.